By Leverkusen starting then their new European campaign here this evening. It seems such a short time ago that we were celebrating the end of the previous competition, but that is life at the top end of European football, and indeed the mood here is one of great anticipation and excitement. We are ready to go again. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. So, are we ready for another edition of this tournament? I think we are.
Well, what are we waiting for, Peter? Let's get the show on the road. This competition brings a special sense of occasion because of its history and tradition. And I guess we feel privileged to have worked on it over the years and remembering some of the great moments. And I sincerely hope we're in for more starting right now.
And that gets things running. Fosu-Mensah. Pellegrini. Pellegrini gets it out to the wing. That is terrific skill. And it's Wijnaldum. Gorgeous control there. Wijnaldum proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Wijnaldum's delivery. Tries to get it forward quickly. Fosu-Mensah. Fosu-Mensah drives it forward. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Wijnaldum. Al-Sharawi. Lovely bit of skill. Al-Sharawi. Matic. Wijnaldum. It's Wijnaldum! And that would have been some goal.
And that has to go down as a real opportunity missed. Everything was right until the end.
Forward it goes. Fosu-Mensah. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both.
Goes for goal! And oh!
Leverkusen have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Spinazzola. Wijnaldum. This is promising. And it's Wijnaldum. Knocks it away. And he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Against the crossbar, has a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Wijnaldum simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
And it's been taken short. Al-Sharawi. 0-0 still. No lack of chances though.
Well, they could have had a bit more joy earlier if they'd varied their game and played a longer ball forward. I think this is looking much more promising now.
And it's Wijnaldum. Over to the left. That'll be a throw. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Bellarabi. Fosu-Mensah. Hudson-Odoi goes for goal. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
And it's played forward. Matic. Across the field it goes. Pellegrini. Wijnaldum. And here's Dybala. Dybala! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Repelled by the keeper. Chooses to go back. Crosses it in. Not one of his best. Bellarabi. Fosu-Mensah. Oh, really good feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to...
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Bellarabi. Fosu-Mensah. Bellarabi. Fosu-Mensah. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Bellarabi. To the keeper and try something new. Wijnaldum. So 0-0 still, but both sides have had their moments. Fosu-Mensah did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Tar. Wijnaldum. Al-Sharawi. Pellegrini. What a throw in. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, really good feet from him. Gets up to head it! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Bayer Leverkusen got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be. So we reached the halfway point.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
And after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the action is back underway. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Defence has got rid of that. Tar. Fosu-Mensah. Tar. Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi's cross.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Matic. El-Shaarawy hoists it forward, and it's played forward. Spinazzola goes pelting down that left-hand side. Timely intervention. And it's Wijnaldum. Hit into the middle. And that's been levered clear. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi goes looking. Azmoun plays it out to the flank. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And that is not finding anyone. Forward it goes. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Matic plays it forward. And that is as far as they're going to go.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Wijnaldum. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Tries to get it forward quickly. Has he found his man? He's got it on the right now. What's on? Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi is on a run down the left wing. Here's the delivery. Rui Patricio is there to take. Spinazzola. Smalling with the crossfield ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Dybala. El-Shaarawy. Oh, that is lovely footwork. El-Shaarawy crosses. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, two in double quick time. Bayer Leverkusen are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Tar. Hudson-Odoi. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's gone a long way up and away. Hudson-Odoi. Decent progress down the left. Hudson-Odoi. Towering header! Should have equalised.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Azmoun has a hit! And the ball, surely this time, he scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Rui Patricio reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And he has been fouled there. Tries his luck! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Paulo Dybala certainly showed brilliant imagination there to take on such a high tower of skill.
Bellarabi hoists it forward. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Hudson-Odoi. Now it's Bellarabi. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
One final crack at it now.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Battles to win it back. Asmoon plays it out to the wing. Hudson-Odoi going full tilt down the left. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Final seconds, this has to be it. Asmoon. Asmoon! Oh, that is rather wayward. Bayer Leverkusen are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Dybala. That's a decent ball. Has a hit! Dybala has a go! Good clearance and very necessary. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
And it's Al-Sharawi. Just brushed off the ball there. And that will be the final act. Not ideal, but not the worst start at all. It's an opening day draw. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think all's well that ends well on this one. They pushed for more and showed good determination to avoid it.